Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I am excited to have you here, and I hope you're having an awesome day so far. Today's topic is, drum roll please, just kidding. Oh dear. Today's topic is how to start working through your limiting beliefs. Because let's face it, every single one of us has limiting beliefs. It is totally human, especially in today's society, in today's day and age, and in how we're brought up. It's just a constant perpetuation of limiting beliefs. But the good thing is these limiting beliefs can be rewired and they can be shifted into beliefs that do actually serve you. So I have a simple 6-step process to help you start working through these limiting beliefs. Step number 1, start practicing awareness of your thoughts throughout the day. Start cultivating awareness of your most dominant, reoccurring thought patterns, because those are going to be the keys into uncovering what your limiting beliefs are. So start paying attention to what you most commonly think throughout the day. And to help you keep track of these, start writing them down in a journal so that you can refer back to them for the next couple of steps that we'll go through. But really just pay attention to your most dominant thought patterns, what you think most frequently throughout the day. Step 2 plays off of the first one. Start cultivating awareness of your thoughts and your responses regarding certain things. So for example, things like money. What is your most common dominant thought patterns that come up when money comes up? When you have to pay the bills, when you want to buy something that's a little bit more expensive, when you see someone who buys a luxury item, or when you do have to spend money. What are the most common thoughts and dominant thought patterns that come up around money? Also, things like failure. What are your most common dominant thoughts around perceived failures? This could also be something like stepping out of your comfort zone. When you have to step out of your comfort zone or do something that makes you a little nervous, what thoughts start to come up? So start practicing awareness of your thoughts and dominant patterns throughout the day in general, and then also start practicing awareness of your most dominant thoughts surrounding certain topics that tend to trigger limiting beliefs quite a bit. And then keep track of those as well in a journal so that you can refer back to them and start peeling back the layers. Step number 3 is to look at the most dominant thoughts that you wrote down from steps 1 and 2, and to start peeling back those layers. What beliefs, specifically limiting beliefs, do those thoughts lead you to? Where do they bring you to when you peel back the layers? And some really good ways to identify your limiting beliefs is they are quite literally limiting, and they don't make you feel good. When you think them, when they come up, they hold you back, they stop you from doing things, they give you anxiety. Those are indicators that you've hit a limiting belief and that's what's being perpetuated in your everyday life. So start to peel back those layers by using your most dominant thoughts as a tool to identify your limiting beliefs and what is coming up. Step 4, start to unpack those beliefs. So start to identify where they came from and what formed them. Now, you're most likely not going to be able to pinpoint the exact moment they were formed, the exact occasion or event or whatever it was that happened that started to form that limiting belief. But there are some events, some situations that will stand out to you in regards to those limiting beliefs. So really start to unpack it and see what you can find in your past that has led you to these beliefs. What has happened that seems like it's proof of these beliefs? How has this been reaffirmed continuously up until your present moment? Because once you begin to understand your limiting beliefs and where they came from, it becomes a lot easier to begin rewiring them. Step number 5, rewrite the story about your limiting beliefs. Take those situations, events, circumstances that you came up with in the previous step and start rewriting the story around them. See if you can flip those situations or events into just a neutral situation that just happened, it just was. It wasn't necessarily proof that this limiting belief is true. Start flipping the script in order to start rewriting the story around these beliefs. And then come up with as many new stories around that event or situation as you can. As many explanations that serve you and do not support the limiting belief as you can. Come up with as many as possible and show yourself, show your mind that that was not proof of the limiting belief. It was simply a neutral situation or a neutral event that your subconscious attached a story and a belief to, feeding into the limiting beliefs that are already sitting in your subconscious and looking for proof of it in your everyday life. That's literally how the subconscious mind works. It wants to constantly reaffirm the beliefs that are already in there. So come up with as many different scenarios and explanations as you possibly can to start showing your mind that it was not necessarily proof of that belief. It was simply a story that you attached to that belief. And step number 6 is to choose a new belief to replace it. One that supports you, and then begin reaffirming that every day. Make it into an affirmation that you verbally say to yourself every single day. Even better if you do it in the mirror. And then task your mind to look for proof of this new belief that supports you, lifts you up, helps you grow, moves you forward, just truly feels expansive and supportive of you. Task your mind to see proof of it, and you will begin to see more and more proof of this new belief that you are building. You can also keep track of this proof so that you have something to refer back to help you solidify that when you are having a tough day or when those old limiting beliefs do start to butt in again. You can go back to the proof of your new belief that does support you and just reread it, go through it. Prove to yourself that that is the belief that's true. So keep track of the proof to help you further prove the new belief. And when limiting beliefs do come up, when they do attach themselves to an event or scenario, because it does take time to rewire these, it takes patience, practice rewriting the story. Practice rewriting your response to it. Look at the scenario in as many different ways as you can and choose the story around it that supports your growth, that supports your healing, that brings forth a lesson or a way to expand even more into your journey. So really work on rewriting the stories and the attachments to things that would normally indicate proof of a limiting belief. These 6 steps are simple, but they're not necessarily easy. It takes time to cultivate that awareness and to really implement them and start making it a habit, to really become present with your thoughts and to start looking at these situations in a new light. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. So I hope these 6 steps served you. I hope they can help you along the way. And if you would like a free limiting belief worksheet to help you along this process, go ahead and click the link in the description of this video and it'll get sent right to your inbox. And for more insight, daily insight, tips, and all the good stuff on vibing with life, inner work, healing, growth, go ahead and follow at Vibing with Life on Instagram, and you will get all the juicy goods in the posts and in the stories. And my DMs are always open if you would like to talk. All right, if this video did serve you and you did like it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on helping you truly vibe with life. Have an amazing, vibey day, and you are doing absolutely incredible no matter where you are in your journey.